Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is
just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Here's Lawrence to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
2nd down, Lawrence. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. But he'll gather it back in.
And, man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. And he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. That one into the hands of Hill. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They told us this week come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline, nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads. Down.
27-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing.
Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. And that is a dunk. It's incomplete. What in the name of Gary Premier is that? They let the kicker try to throw it. It doesn't work out. It's a turnover on downs. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. No problem there on the extra point. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Hill drops to throw. Now he'll run.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Tyreek. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. His pass, caught. It's Okonkwo. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Titan first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now, faking the give. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Go street. Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here's a 24.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jamal Hill there for the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Music City after this. Now a 3rd and 2.
Rip, 23. 11, Agate.
To throw is Lawrence. Open man is Johnson. He's got him. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
11, 11. 13, Luke.
Back to throw. Lawrence. This pass is caught by Thomas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, easy. Route. Take right open.
Moving the tight end right. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Now Lawrence. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose a ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
They try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
11. Go. Here we go, son.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback? Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Lawrence now on second down. He's got it at the 3. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Decent 24.
Here's a run. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
11, 11. 11, Agate.
Second down, Lawrence. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Jaguars move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. Ooh! And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Get you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Ready?
Hill brought in motion. This drive will start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
They face 2nd down and 7.
Go!
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Nashville in a moment.
Okay, great.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
He'll try the right side this time, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates.
Back to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Here we go, son.
Lawrence. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find...
This one intercepted. He gets free to the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tennessee. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll now on the return. He has lost the football, and it's recovered by one of his teammates. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Hey, run!
Now a handoff running right. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first and 10, Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And After that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
30 left. Sink right.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Here's the 24.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Quickly to the outside and complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
Go, go.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Here's Lawrence to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, Jaguars. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Jaguars 28, Titans 7.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Here's 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. Second down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. A handoff as they try to run it. He fumbled the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Hey, Lion! Silver!
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, Ryan! Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The Jaguars have the field goal unit on the field. This one from 54 yards out. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
McLaughlin now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. They'll stick with him again. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on them or been tipped off pre-snap. because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the toss, they'll run. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and long. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown Titans.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a run going left.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Red on red.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Decent 24.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
On red.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
Gun.
The tight end going in motion to the left. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
11.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Let's go.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. To the ground, a first down run. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted.